Hi guys, it's me, I Saranjan Longkumar. I'm back after some time. Um, yeah, today I wanted to talk about. I I wouldn't say it's a topic of current affairs, but I don't want. I'll say it's a current affair kind of thing. So today I wanted to talk about us. Yeah, us. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I wanted to talk about us. You, me, and everyone that we know, are friends with. I believe that we are Gen Zs, like most of the people that are watching are Gen Zs, right? This generation is Gen Z, like हमारी generation Gen Z है. Cool. Um, but I'm here to talk about the negatives of Gen Z. मतलब obviously हमारी our generation is a pretty good generation, but it comes with so many negative things that I am ashamed to be a Gen Z. Look, right now I'm 18. So I would say कि in my 18 years alive, I've observed a lot of people in my life, like in my time, and one thing I find very common is that nowadays people are just not trustworthy enough. They are not how would I say, more positive heavy. They are not उतना वो नहीं है उनमें. तो yeah, so what I want to say is like, what are we doing? Do you get me? What are we doing with our lives, guys? मतलब हम Gen Z है, we are Gen Z, and yet we are supposed to be the smartest generation as of right now, and yet we're still here doing so much fucked up, so much bullshit that it's unbearable to me. Um, Look, I won't go in specifics, but हमारे जनरेशन में टॉक्सिसिटी बहुत बढ़ गई है. We have a lot of toxicity in our generation, in our lives right now, because because we don't have mental clarity. That's the word I was looking for. Like before I was thinking of recording this, I was thinking I want a particular word that may be good to you. So yeah, we don't have the mental clarity to figure out things positively. उतनी, should I say it's more to question our morality, our mental maturity as a whole? Is it to do with our influence? Is it to do with our own selves? We don't know. And it is not like we can actually pinpoint certain things कि हाँ इस चीज़ की वजह से ये हो रहा है, इस चीज़ की वजह से ये हो रहा है. It's a it's not a reductionist thing, it's a very holistic thing, because there are a lot of factors playing in this whole charade of like negative things and all. तो थोड़ा वैसे लगता है, right? Oh, this is going to be a bit of a weird video. I in my personal opinion मैं कहता हूँ this generation sucks, like beyond just it just sucks, not in terms of physical things or physical factors, financial factors or situational. No, it's more the people in this generation are so screwed to a point where I can say the whole generation that is Gen Z is fucked. It is a useful and useless generation I have ever seen. I look at my parents, I look at my grandparents, and they have it sorted. एकदम sorted है उनका. Like when they were our age, that is like, 16, 17, like Gen Z age, they had everything figured out. And I'm not saying figured out like, oh, हमने university, हमने college select कर लिया. नहीं, that's like a different, uh, figuring out. I'm saying it's more to do with figuring out where we stand. Where do we stand? Gen Z को नहीं पता where, look, Gen Z को नहीं पता where we are standing. मैं खुद से बोल सकता हूँ, I don't know where I'm standing. That goes for you, that goes for everybody that we know that are Gen Z. They don't have anything figured out. Clearly. Take my word for it, we have not figured out anything. That's one thing that I don't like about this generation. Because of this not being able to figure out, if you're not figuring out at all, it has brought up a lot of, it has brought up a lot of negative things. To be more specific, toxicity, like I said before, toxicity. Look, toxicity in terms of relationship with others, parents, friends, love interests, siblings, that kind of toxicity. I will be going through only two types of toxicity. That is the friendship and the love interest one. The parents and the siblings wala, so that's like a whole another topic that I don't want to touch because of some restrictions. So first I want to talk about toxicity between friends because that's a bit of an easier topic to talk on. Toxicity in friends, what does it mean? It's kind of obvious, you being toxic to your friends. Suppose there are two people, okay, these two are good friends. This person, okay, is like, yeah, they're my friend, this is my friend, I like them very much, they are a very good person, right? This person thinks opposite of this person. मैं इस बंदे या बंदी के साथ इसलिए हूँ बिकॉज ये मेरे को बेनिफिट्स देते हैं. I would be better off without them. I'm trying to make this relatable to some of you actually. I'll be better off without them. They are useless. They're only here for my benefit. I'm using them for my own gains. I don't even like them that much. I'm just, I'm forced to hang out with them. I use them for my social gains, etc. etc. I hate those type of people. I mean, you technically have friendship with people because you bond with them. You find something special within them. But हम तो ये कर ही नहीं रहे, right? It is very concerning, I would say. I'll give you my example. Okay, I'll give you my example. You see this picture, right, guys? So on this side, that's me. On that side, that's my best friend. We have known each other for a long time, 10 plus years. So his name is Vikrant, and Vikrant, अगर तू ये वीडियो देख रहा है, हाय, कैसा है तू? Are you well? बहुत मिस कर रहा हूँ तेरे को. कभी कॉल में बात करते हैं, right? Our friendship never had any toxicity and never, it's still going on pretty well. We talk almost every day. I look at me and Vikrant's friendship. I look at toxic friendships, or I just wonder why do we actually develop toxic relationships with our friends? I know I'm not making sense, but let me cook. Me and Vikrant, what you call chuddy buddies. Chuddy buddies, brothers, acquaintances, again, partners in crime, uh, you know, and I love the guy. Like, बस pure है बंदा, that's why. Whenever I'm looking at a toxic relation, like toxic friendship, I'm always comparing it with my friendship with Vikrant. I do have a lot of other best friends, but I'm talking about him specifically because of a lot of weighing factors. I remember there was this one incident where this person came up to me, and I won't be specific with the names because they might be watching the channel right now, and I'm on a call with them, and they're like, भाई मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, मेरे को रिसेंटली पता चला कि वो मेरे बारे में बैक बिचिंग करता है, मेरे को सोशल गेन्स, लाइक आई सेड, सोशल गेन्स का इस्तेमाल करता है. एंड फॉर दोज हु डोंट नो social gains in what sense, it's like you're using one person to get to know to you're using one person to gain connections, multiple connections. Now how is that toxic? To a point where if it's a toxic thing, you're using this person to get multiple people, right, connections, and you're just going to bail with them, and you're gonna stick with these. You're gonna forget who that is. That's social gains. Like he's like telling me about his thing with this friend. Now, look, me personally, I have handled toxic relationships of other people, my own. I've handled a lot of things, but मैंने ये कभी देखा नहीं था, so I didn't know what to say. I started to ponder upon that. I told him कि भाई मैं तेरे को थोड़ा सोच के बताता हूँ, मेरे दिमाग में अभी nothing is coming up for this. Can I call you in a bit and then give you my thoughts? I keep the call and I'm like thinking कि I'm thinking of why, how, the whole factors. I called him back and I told him. Now, a lot of Gen Zers बोल रहा हूँ, would say to my face, मैं इसको कट ऑफ ही कर देती हूँ या कट ऑफ ही कर देता हूँ. कट ऑफ ही कर देते हैं, ब्लॉक कर देते हैं, बात ही नहीं करते, दूर रहते हैं. That is one way of handling things. What I would say is a reasonable way of handling this is having a sit down. Most things that we do, that Gen Zs do, can be solved with a sit down. See, dude, like a sit down, is like you just sit down with this person and have a good chat, have a detailed chat, sort everything. Dude, I don't like the way you are doing this to me and stuff. I really wish that you don't do that. But if you are continuing to do that, I don't think we can be friends. If you want to stay friends, can you just give me a reason as to why you're doing this? Yeah, sit down, right? So I told him कि भाई तू उसके साथ sit down कर ले. You have a sit down with the guy. And he's like, okay, I'll have a sit down with the person. I get a call like some days later, I don't remember kab, but he's like, yeah, I cut him off because he was not being responsive. A thing about friendship is communication. Communication has been like this big thing when it comes to love relationships, family, sibling, friendship relationships. Communication is a key, not the key, a key. There are multiple keys. That's a video for another time. But yeah, when you talk to a friend of yours, who you are, you, I can't even speak, oh my god, who you are with in a toxic friendship sort हो जाता है. Like, you have a good communication. As long as you two are having a good communication where you guys are not, saying कि I'm right, you're wrong, या फिर you're wrong, I'm right वाला thing नहीं हो. एक दूसरे को same level पे रखना है, and you have to move in the same time, same level, same speed. Basically I'm saying be reasonable when it comes to handling toxic friendships. Be reasonable. Make sure that they are aware you're getting affected very negatively by you. You don't convey this message from someone else, you convey it from your own mouth. भाई मेरे को नहीं लग रहा अच्छा, भाई ठीक नहीं कर रहा है तू, dude this is not right, please don't do that. See, toxic friendships are like so weird. For me, I won't say much. All I'll say, I just find it weird. मतलब कुछ ही reason, यार कुछ reason है नहीं, करते क्यों यार. There are some things like where you choose a wrong person to have a friendship with, but then again that's a false statement. You can never of course you can choose your own friends, but you don't choose who they are. Friends की personality ना, people say कि बहुत मायने रखती है. It is utterly important for a person to have a good personality to maintain a friendship with. I'd say people with bad personalities and good personalities have an equal opportunity on having good या फिर bad friendships. बस मैं उसके आगे और कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा. Moving on to one very iceberg of a toxic relationship, love. My fucking god भाई यार, तुम लोग ना थोड़े से येड़े हो. मैं यार तुम लोग थोड़े से ना ऐसे, I can't even say that word, YouTube will take down my channel, but you guys are such, just makes me feel like मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ इस दुनिया में. Makes me want to just just makes me want to do that. Toxic relationships, love, under bracket, love, it's common. It is so concerning that toxic relationships ज़्यादा common हो रहे हैं normal relationships से. Normal true relationships से ज़्यादा common हो रहे हैं toxic relationships. I mean there are so many terms coming out. I don't know if I can see. मैं थोड़ा no, I can't find it, but what I'm trying to say is, bhai, okay, this is going to make me sound so old, but back in the good old days, either it was a love relationship or it was not. Simple. अभी क्या क्या terms आ रहे हैं, वो fucking linking with people, hooking up with people, open relationships, relationships where like there are 3 people involved, 4 people, 5 people involved, love triangle. अरे क्या है यार. Relationships are a simple yet beautifully composed things. Why are you making such a big mess out of it? I just cannot understand. I just don't understand. Look, let me just calm down a bit and say this. The amount of toxic relationships of others that I have handled na, it can fill out a book of this size. इतना बड़ा book fill कर देगा of the list of the people and the things they've done. I swear to God, there's not even a single person in my friend list that is coming up to me, that is like not coming up to me and saying कि चीट कर रही मेरे पे, ओपन रिलेशनशिप एडवाइस करना चाहता है या करना चाहती है, ये है वो है, ए ओए, yeah, this is so weird. I don't like it. I do not like it. I know this topic is supposed to be like Gen Z, but मेरे को पता है मैं थोड़ा डिटेल में जा रहा हूँ. Okay, so chill. I just want to do that. Look, case study. Time for a case study. I had a friend. I'm saying had because अब क्या है, I don't talk to the person because they just don't get it. This person comes up to me. Dude, I'm dating someone. I'm like, great, yeah. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Hope you two treat each other well. I give him some advice on girls. कि see, ऐसे से. He's like, okay. 2 महीने बाद, 2 months, it took them 2 months. He comes up to me. भाई मैंने उसको चीट करते देख लिया. And instead of me telling him कि breakup कर ले, उसके साथ breakup कर ले, उसको block वॉक कर दे, I tell him, देख, talk to her about it. Confront कर उसको. Instead of doing just ऐसे ना, you confront the person कि hey, I saw you doing this and this. I just wanted to know. Yes. In my previous video about love, relationships and breakups and stuff, I've said one very specific thing, if you guys remember or not. I said that whenever a breakup happens or whenever something bad happens in a relationship, it's not always one person's fault, but rather it is both the people's fault. Why? Let's take an example. Suppose a guy cheats on a girl. Yeah, a girl cheats on a guy. Right? A guy cheats on a girl ही बोलते हैं. Okay. Sure, it is a very bad thing that this guy broke his girlfriend's trust by cheating on her with someone else. Justifiable? Okay. Of course not justifiable. But think about one more thing. Why did he do it? क्यों किया? What led him to cheat on his girlfriend? Did you guys ever think about it? What led him to cheat on her? क्या इस लड़की ने कुछ किया था? Did the girl do something to a point where he's like, nah, bhai, I want to act out a revenge, or I want to do this to get back at her? या फिर it can be like this. It's rarely like this, but क्या बोलूं? It's not even rare. It's uncommon that होता क्या है? I cheated on her या फिर he cheated on me या फिर vice versa. because they did not fulfill my desires, positions as a someone I want to love. Let me elaborate थोड़ा बहुत. Requirements meet नहीं हो रही. That's the only elaboration I'll give. मेरी needs पूरी नहीं हुई. First of all, ठीक है, थोड़ा understandable है कि नहीं हुआ. At the same time, like, again, that's so stupid. You can literally talk. In a relationship, you literally sit and talk. That's all you do. With me and with me and my ex, now she's an ex. Again, that's a story for another time. With me and my ex, whenever we felt that something was missing, it was not like we went out making out with other people. What we did was we sat down. मतलब not ऐसे literally sat down, like had a sit down, talked. Yeah, you know. See, I feel like I want this between us. I want this between us, and if you're willing to give it to me, I would be highly appreciative of it. Appreciative of that. Yeah, fair. It can be like, oh, I understand that you want something like this between us. I understand. I'll see. I'll do my best to provide you with that. If I am not able to, please help me. बस हो गया, कहानी खत्म उसी में. If they agree, they agree. If they don't agree, don't agree. Check, close, send out. But आजकल के लोगों को तो ये दिमाग में आना नहीं है. क्यों? Because we're the smartest and the dumbest generation in this entire world as of right now. We are so dumb yet so smart. It is unfathomable to even just like think about this. Why am I hitting the Mr. Beast thing? And why am I doing this? Look, see, all seriousness, alright, I look at relationships, a lot of relationships like this, and I just see just shit. And here's the worst part, okay? Being in a relationship with someone who is toxic, right? Being in a, okay, I'll just get close to us, huh? When you're in a toxic relationship, right? A lot of times you are not aware of it. You're not aware of it, and that's okay. All right, listen to me, okay? It is all right that you're not aware that you're in a toxic relationship. I completely understand. Sometimes love does make us blind, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we shouldn't be aware of it. Even a blind person is aware of their surroundings from one way or another. Well, if you're in a relationship with someone, I have an exercise, okay? When you're in a relationship with someone, I highly suggest that you get a third perspective from someone. Ask someone who knows about your relationship pretty well and go, what do you think about our relationship? If they say a lot of pros, good for you. If they say a lot of cons, might want to consider some things. I won't suggest, मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा उस चीज़ में, but you might want to consider some things. Look, being in a toxic relationship and not being aware of it, it's not a shameful thing. You're just unaware, you're just unaware. It's totally fine. No one's blaming you for it, but at the same time, being aware of it is an option that a lot of people don't choose, because they're like, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. या फिर they'll change, or they're not like this, या फिर there's another excuse like I will change them, I will fix them. Honey, you're not changing anyone. Dude, yeah, honey, you're not changing anyone. Others don't change a person. Look, मैं honestly कह रहा हूँ, others don't have the ability to change you. You have the ability to change yourself. If you think that you can change that person that you're in a relationship with, a toxic relationship with, trust me, not going to work. They're going to be a stubborn little asses. Okay, they're going to be stubborn. They would like to stay the way they are, to a point where they'll just leave you alone and you'll be left with a broken heart, or a broken heart, miserable times, feelings of I will never date anyone, or feelings of I still miss my ex, because you have fallen into this spiral of toxicity that you're not even aware of it, and it's fine. Okay, it is fine. Just get a third perspective is what I'm trying to say. Third, fourth, fifth, जितने भी perspectives ले सकते हो ले लो, it's fine. There's no limit. But you need an insight from an outsider. Always trust an outside source that is reliable enough to make a decision. Okay. So, yeah, love. Yeah, again, toxic relationships in love, in the format of love, it's just the comedial trait of Gen Z. If in the future, is it Gen Alpha? I don't even fucking know. Whatever the next generation is, if they try to like research about us, learn about us, all they're gonna see is this generation was known for toxic relationships and friendships and love. Fact hai, nahi, come on, it's a fact. Alright, it's a fact. You cannot deny that. You wanna deny me? Chalo, theek hai. You wanna deny me? I'll prove you wrong. Every single person. Chalo, nahi. Take 3 people that have exes, or they recently broke up with someone. Ask them about their ex. The most responses will come out like, "Arey, he was an asshole. She was a bitch. I didn't like him that much, or I didn't like her that much. Arey, chali gayi na, chhod de." You'll rarely hear people talk about their ex in a structured manner. Suppose my ex right now, I don't talk bad about her. No, I cannot do that. Because she was an experience. I would talk about her in a very positive manner. Oh, God, like I loved her so much. She made me so happy. She had this vibe around her that I just wanted to be submerged in. I never went a day without thinking about her. Or, you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, I won't go much in detail. Okay, I just don't want to ruin my night. Thoda bahut, thinking about her. Although she could never she could never ruin anything for me. It's just that thoda bahut lag jata hai. Anyways, sorry, no. Anyways. It is highly concerning that we fail to acknowledge the other, our better half. And that's this toxic relationship in Gen Z. To sum it up, here it is. Gen Z doesn't know jack shit about love relationships. They think it's a game, but in reality, it's a. I'm a poet. Well, I'm a former poet, yeah, for whatever you want to say. I'm a writer. So I'll say it in a very beautiful manner. Think of love as a religion. For the people who are atheist, eat shit. But love is supposed to be like a religion. You are to worship it rather than discard of it. Without it, a lot of things just don't work out. Sure, there are some things that might work out, but there are some things that just don't work out. You should never take love for granted. It's a sin. Taking love for granted is a sin, not a religious sin, but it's a sin over humanity. Being human. It's a sin over being a human. And you just have to know कि क्या हो रहा है, what's happening. Now coming out of the relationship topics and coming back to Gen Z overall, this generation acts like a smartass. Agreed? You know what? I'll let you sit on this thought. I'm just gonna say one thing. I'm gonna let you sit on this thought. This generation is a mastermind in being a smartass. Think. I'm just gonna go through something. Thought about it? Alright. Let's see. What do I mean by being a smartass? The video is already like so long. I'll थोड़ा सा छोटा करता हूँ. Think of it this way, okay? We always want to be here. And we want to let others be here. We want to be up here. It's never this. It's always this. Us, well, the people who think us, others, we want that. We don't want this. We don't want cohesion. We don't want equality. We want to level, not even level up. We just want to one up at the other person. Example. For example, a very practical example would be, suppose there are two people. You're listening to both of them. One says, oh, I क्या बोलते हैं, got a really nice gift for my parents. It's क्या बोलते हैं, it's a new gaming laptop. Wow, so cool. The other person who's trying to one up would say, oh, that's nothing. My parents got a PS5. They've got a lot of games for me too. That's like them trying to one up. Is it good that you're trying to stomp on others' accomplishments or happiness? No, it is. Of course, it is not good. Why do it now? You're happy with something? Great. I'm happy with my own thing. I'm not gonna stomp on your status, your situation. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That is not me. That is not who we're supposed to be. You're happy with something? Tell me. You're happy with something? Yeah? You are? Good. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy with something. Are you going to stomp my happiness away. No, what you're going to be? You're going to be happy for me. Oh my god, that's great. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god, it's so cool. Bro, nice. अच्छा यार. Damn यार, मजा आ गया. Positivity. But नहीं, we Gen Zs just don't want to do that. अच्छा ये किया तूने? मैंने तो ये किया. अच्छा तू यहाँ गया? नहीं, मैं तो यहाँ गया. तू इसको डेट कर रहा है, देख मैं किसको डेट कर. ओ तो ये खेलता है ना, मैं तो ये खेलता. और तूने ये जीता है, देख मैंने ये इतने सारे. क्यों यार? Why is there a compare? Gen Z's love comparisons so much to a point it's so annoying that I want to blow my brains out. Why am I being so? It's so weird that I'm being so. It's sorry. It's look, the video is already so fucking long that I won't take your time much. No. I'll say this. Ending with this. Our generation is shit, but it is not salvageable. We can still make the best out of it if we get to know about decency. Normal fucking human decency. Decency. Nowadays, animals are more decent than us. Why? That's what separates us from the animals. We have basic human decency. That's why we call it human decency, not animal decency. वो उनके लिए अलग है, हमारे लिए अलग है. There's a difference. Human decency. Gen Z lacks human decency, maturity, clarity, and a lot of things that I won't say. It'll be weird to hear that from a Gen Z myself. Look, like I said from the very beginning, I am 18 years of age right now, but I don't feel 18. I feel like I'm 30 or 40. I should not feel like that in my own generation, but I do. Why? Because I feel secluded. I feel excluded. I feel moved away from my own generation. Why? Because I don't belong in my own generation. Why? Because I am too, not to toot my own horn, but I am too mature. I am too Mr. Know-it-all. I am too Mr. Know-it-all in a good way, okay? I am too full with clarity. I am aware. Gen Z are not aware, but why am I? Why am I and you are aware? Why you viewer are aware? Why am I? Why are we both aware? Because we understand. They don't understand. They don't understand. We have human decency, right? But what Gen Z needs right now is redemption from what I have said right now. Although my words may not mean much, I guarantee you, if this is coming from a Gen Z, bit, you know, it's a bit, no, concerning. I don't know why I was biting my lips. I think my lips became so dry. I had to like bite my lips and like lick them. Because I don't want to do that. It looks weird every second if I'm doing it. Okay, but yeah, it's becoming concerning. Hey, wake up call. Wake up call. Utho. Utho. Clarity, maturity, understanding, human decency. Jagao. Please. Yeah, I guess that's how I'm gonna end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this 45 minute video. Oh my god. If you have made it this far, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. And, in case I don't see you guys again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'll see you guys in the next video that is going to come out 20 years later. Yeah. Ta-da-da.
Your phone ringing. Your phone ringing.
हेलो. हाँ. अरे नहीं, मैं वीडियो बना रहा था यार. दैट्स ऑल. हाँ हाँ, नहीं, वीडियो तो हो गई. मैं अभी अपलोड करूँगा. अरे तो देख लेना ना कि किसके ऊपर बनाया मैंने. देख लेना. या 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 या. क्लिक ऑफ द फकिंग वीडियो. मेरा तो हो गया. जाओ काम करो. एग्जाम्स नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. अरे झूठ बोलते जाओ. गुड नाइट एवरीबॉडी. या गुड बाय. और stop stealing my bread, you. I hope you stop stealing my bread, you little fucking bitch.